Hello, 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 and welcome to another Wargame Airland Battle match. And on today's match, a bit of a fun clan match. Nato side, we have Topspin 2005, Keule, and Too Fat for Airborne, all in the Day clan. And on Pact, we have Turgidson, PLF Sikkesakke, and PLF Untitled. I believe Turgidson is in PLF. I'm not entirely sure. Don't hold my word, yeah. But let's fast forward everything, and let's get this match started. Here we are on Uppsala. Used to be an old Gavel. Very interesting match. Pretty heavy infantry, intense fighting folks. Got very open fields on the flank as well. And off the bat, we have quite a lot of MiGs from Turgidson and Yak Bs. Quite a lot of BTR 60s as well, some Keulers. A few Tunguskas and ZSU 23s, don't see much of them, I have to say. Right side, some Canadian Day helicopters from Day Keule. Some chaparrals. A lot of helicopters from Too Fat for Airborne. A lot of East German helicopters, probably filled to the brim of Jaegers. And ooh, Pact did do a bit sneaky business and did napalm the road here, but yeah, it isn't going to matter too much as these guys are in helicopters, they can still get to the town. MiG-31 engaging a Gazelle, not doing too much damage, they're just knocking off 1 HP. Mi-8Ts are here as well, yo. It's going to be the battle on who can unload the fastest. The Dorniers are going to open fire first. Ouch, ouch, ouch. But the VDVs do manage to get in the town and then engaging back with their little machine guns and AK-74s. Too Fat for Airborne did manage to put a little J group back here as well. And here comes the reinforcement from Pact. BTRs filled to the brim of Mott's directly, pretty decent infantry, bog standard. You want to unload them? Yep. And Igler's right in the front as well, probably a bit of a mistake. These Mott's directly are going to have a real of a time. Down here, Pact going very aggressive onto Lima, moving up his Mi-24s, and there's a bunch of Marauder 2s and chaparrals, so it's not going to have any of that. Well, he did manage to put quite a lot of VDVs into his forest, where it's Nato would run, as you can overlook Gopher, and you can slowly but surely ATGM everything on this ridgeline. So a very aggressive play from PLF Untitled. Down in town, a Zippo tank zipping it up with his flamethrower. That's a pretty, bad joke, I apologise. AMXs as well engaging as well as a Starship using his cannon, a little auto cannon, and a little dirt gun to engage the infantry. The Zippo just burning up that directly. They are not having a nice day. They're going to get out of here. Up here, Tunguska's engaging some of those starfighters or freedom fighters. That Canadian one's bringing in. And yeah, Day Keule does have quite a lot of Canadian rifles up here. Back down here, oh, it's pretty much neck on neck for this town, I have to say, but Day Too Fat for Airborne does have his AMX tanks here, which are gonna help because they can just keep shooting down at infantry. Slowly but surely. Maybe we could use this auto cannon as well, because basically all French tanks do come equipped with their little own auto cannon. Zaporizhzhia are engaging as well, using the little flamethrowers. It's just so much fire in this town. Oh god. So much fire. Zaporizhzhia aren't having too good of a time, it seems. BTR's doing a little bit of a flank. Down here, seems like his Heinz did get shot down. Poor Gitcher. And Day Topspin is starting to move up, and he's moving down some infantry into his forest here. I wonder how the VDVs will respond. Oh, lots of infantry from Topspin as well coming out of his India spawn point here. He's M113s do come with equipped with a little auto cannon as well. It makes them quite useful. over here, Zippo's just run Zippo, continuing to burn the whole town down. Good God. Good God. And these Jaegers are barely holding on. There's not much Jaegers left, to be honest. But as same Mott Striker, this is very neck on neck. And two Frat Airborne is bringing another Zipper out. The government's going to be moving up into here, trying to clear out forest. Over here, it does seem the Emerald and Freeze were unsuccessful with their attack on the VDVs. Top Spinner is bringing out some more infantry. I don't think it's going to work out too well either for him. Rio's infantry. Up here, a lot of Canadian rifles in this forest here. Got an awful lot, and a lot more stragglers from Sikkesakke to try to counter. But Sikkesakke does have a T-55 flamethrower tank, and that is gonna burn the Canadian rifles up to a little crisp. VDVs are engaging. Kind of lost a run squad here, and these guys getting pretty messed up badly by the Kurzjägers. Good God. Kurzjägers are Swedish infantry, very, very good special infantry, long story short. But we do have Sea Cobra support by Top Spin, and these VDVs shouldn't stand a chance. But Turgidson bringing in a crap ton, three, but it's considered a crap ton in my view, of flamethrower tanks. Probably try to engage these infantry in here and capture this town, which Nato had managed to capture, as you can see. They have the infantry dominance, because there's not really much infantry by Pact. But speaking of Pact infantry, Turgidson is going to be bringing some in, it seems. Zippos are engaged on the Mott Strikely, burning those guys. And yeah, that's not good for them. Now, in terms of points, Pact are winning again in 1 point at a time, because Nato does not have Foxtrot at the moment, which they might want to capture soon. They do have this Leopard 2 CV, which they could probably move up to help capture. We'll see. Lots of infantry from Turgidson finally arriving. How are they going to do in this town? There's an awful lot of them, and there's quite a lot of Danish infantry, right? It's basically little recruits. You can get an awful lot of them, and they only cost 5 points. It's 5 or 10. Something around that line, but they're pretty good for that price. Two Frat Airborne is finally bringing up Leopard to a 4CV. That's going to be pretty nasty to try and knock out from the Pact player's perspective. We do have Nonas firing onto the town with its mortar barrage. And the Mott Strikely are moving in. They're going to knock out that Jaeger unit, it seems, from that town. BTR's moving up. They're going to get knocked out, by the Herman Venettes. We're going to call them Hemis. The Hemis. The whole Hemi. Mott Strikely is right. They're getting completely focus fired by all these NATO infantry, and they're completely stunned. He wants to pull back. Seems like that's a Sufat for Airborne actually, saying he needs some bloody help over here. And, so we're back Turgidson as well. And, the mortars are being dropped by Sikkesakke, firing on the little marker that Turgidson has put out. He's dropping down smoke to block out the Jaeger's line of fire, so as Mott Strikely won't get completely beaten up, it seems. Leopard 2A4s are knocking out his BTRs that are coming through here. Up north we have some Centurions, not much really to engage them up here, and they're just slowly but surely just picking off anything that comes by. Sikkesakke is going to respond with a T-80 Freedom Fighter trying to come in. Is he going to do a bombing run? No he isn't, he's going to get shot down by Igla. Very good shot there, Igla. Down here, PLF Untitled definitely grabbing a lot of land down here in Lima, an awful lot of land. Probably the best hiding spot down here in Lima, because there's so much forest and overlooking all of this. There's a lot of infantry as well, it seems, and some T-64 support. Up here we have some infantry engaging the Mott Strikely. BTR 60 as well. Seems like the pact assault onto this town didn't work out too well for him, because they just got completely focused fireboys, Jaegers and Hemis. This Leopard 2 did get napalm bombs though. It seems like Pact has figured out its location. He's gonna move out. Only on half HP left. Up here, seems like these monsters actually are being bombed. And quite a lot of tow missiles and even some recoilless rifle jeeps here by the, not jeeps, M113s by the Canadian. Very interesting, very interesting. Just bringing up a Leopard C1. It's very equivalent to a Leopard 1A4. And holy crap, yeah, is a lot of mortars from T-Fat for Airborne. These are nice little British mortars, pretty cute I have to say. Not him, but the bloody mortars. I mean, look at him, nice and small, little compact. We have M109s firing out again. Some pretty cheap medium artillery. Not the best, but they can fire quite fast, as you can see. Not a lot. Seems like he's trying to knock out the BRDM in this little red line here. And now Pact are finally gaining, still gaining point superiority. Keep gaining a little 1 point trickle every 5 seconds. Down here, Buck Turgidson has realised it's crap mortars and counter artillery in the mortars. Untitled as it seems. Are they going to live through you? Oh, they're a bit stunned. Oh, they live through out, and the mortars are firing back. Probably on the SU-23. Oh, he's known-ed the mortars out, try to completely obliterate him. A lot of mortar play here from both sides, I have to say, an awful lot of mortar play. Oh, Keule is bringing out a little ace in the hole in the Canadian deck, the Chimera. Absolutely brilliant tank destroyer, can survive a lot of shots, an awful lot of shots. And the Concourse is out a bit in the open, but he's engaging these Leopard ones, but not hitting anything. He still wields ATGMs, he is going to reverse back a little bit, fighting Falcon, dropping its payload. Oh, boom, 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 barely skimming the BRDM2, and that's gonna just live very close from getting killed, Joe. But kinda kills all these infantry and Spetsnaz in here. Lots of artillery play, back and forth, good god. Chevretnard trying to take out the TATU, does get a shot off and hits it, but doesn't completely kill the TATU. He is gonna fall back. Doesn't want to lose out a precious piece of equipment. Oh, it seems like Day 2 Fat Airborne is bringing up another CV into Foxtrot, as he did lose his first Leopard 2A4 CV, if I can look in here. Yeah, it was probably as the second run. Yeah, he's recapturing that, and that will bring the points back to even. We have an infantry assault here from Keule, but there's so much infantry here, he's not going to get anywhere close fast. Ooh, but we see down here, Lima has been knocked out by Pact. Untitled is using his killer TATU to try and take out these tanks at long range. Some Yank commandos, though, are going to fire back. Right on the open there, so they're probably going to kill this Freedom Fighter, doing a bit of a strafe on one of its 20mm cannon. Bit of a desperate attempt, yeah, it's going to get shot down. Aardvark dropping a crap ton of cluster bombs, though. And that's going to, oh, that definitely messes up TATU. He's on 1 HP left. Is he going to get out of here? Oh no, direct hit from a 1,000-pound bomb. He was close from living, very close from living, but great jobs from Nato. He had taken out that nasty TATU and recapturing Lima. They did very well against a little skirmish, yeah. Oh, it seems like Buck Turgidson does have the same idea, bringing a tank cap vehicle into Foxtrot. But he is not going to go commit himself yet. He is going to reverse out. There's a crap ton of Hemis in here. Look, very cheap. That's why you can get so many of these Hemis. And they're very good in fortified positions. due to a little MG3 machine gun, because their submachine gun's a bit crap, so their bazooka. Bazooka's only really good at taking out some lightly armoured targets, but it's very accurate. The bazooka is super accurate. That's why it's called a super bazooka. Not really, as I like to think at you about its name. And just so much arty. Oh, so much arty. Trying to destroy his BRDM2s. He's gonna move him, he gets stunned, and he's not even hurt. He is hurt a little bit, but he wasn't hurt by that barrage. Decent to try to knock off some of his HPs of the Hermans. It's not going to go too well for it. It's not going to go too well for him, it seems. But Buck Turgidson bringing in another 3 T-55 napalm, and is also Burantina in that little section of the town. Yeah, Hermans are going to have to move out of there. They're going to be killed. Oh, another Burantina barrage is coming out on another section of the town, completely destroying this little front line here he had, and all the T-55s are going to give these Hemis a bit more fire to play with. And burn, 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 out in the frying pan and into the flames. That was probably unintentional, but that was pretty cool to watch. Pretty cool to watch, I have to say. Oh, so Retnard is dropping its payload on the Tunguska. Yeah, it goes. Is he gonna get out of it? No, he does not. Poor git. He needs to crash and burn into a little roger. More artillery, as usual. I shouldn't even be surprised by artillery anymore. It's been going on all match. Mortars as well. Those T-55, they're pretty much fine. Oh, another packed assault from the north end of town. This time Sikkesakke is bringing in quite a lot of Sappery flamethrower units. But out in the open, yeah, so many. Oh, Leopard 2s are being engaged as well from the no-nos, it seems. Up north as well, Keule is trying to infantry assault this little town here, but it's a T-80, and that T-80 is firing down here. I thought it would be firing on these guys, but there's a line of sight blockage from that building. But oh, now he's moving up. Those Vandus, if they can get you, they have that T-80 in the bag. It only has like 5 bars of HP left, but can he get you in time? It's the question. Those Strike doing a real good job. Real good job. Lots of artillery again, trying to engage everything in this little town here. And seems like well, we did manage to get Sapperies in here, and they're not really doing much right now. They're just getting shot at by the Vandus. Oh, the Hermans are refiring because the napalm has cleared, but more napalm is being dropped by. And yeah, they're gonna get stunned. The Vandus got completely toasted here, and I believe yeah, there's the T-80 wreckage. Ouch. Oh, and Topspin is helping Keule with this little infantry assault here, and he is moving a bunch of governments into this little town. Is he gonna make it, yo? It seems so. There's not much really stopping him. But even more, these Sapperies are really holding on quite tight, I have to say. Just keep burning those Hemis. Keep burning those Hemis. Oh, he did manage to capture his town, but now he is getting mortared to crap out of. And shot out of. Too bad these guys don't have ATGMs, because they could really engage and mess up everything over here, especially this command vehicle. Which he, seems like Buck has moved his command vehicle from trying to capture Foxtrot and just using it for a second command vehicle at Echo. They'll try to move in some tanks, Keule is, and that's not going to work out too well. Score again is at a Equilibrium, as Nato did manage to capture Foxtrot of his little Suplin armed vehicle. Kinda cute. How's the government? They're holding in, but they're just getting completely shot at by always BTR machine gun fire. And they can only really engage back with their machine guns, or their RPGs, or law rocket launchers actually. And then they're going to get shot out of, it seems, and completely routed out in that little building. The complete middle of this town it's been burned, it's been bombed, it's a bloody hellhole, as you can see. But Nato still manages to hold on to it. There's not much infantry left, to be honest. And now Too Fat for Airborne is bringing up his AMXs and does have run Abrams as well, holding the front line of the town. And those AMXs, as you can see, are using their little autocannons to shoot down the helicopters, and those autocannons are going to help against any infantry that do try to attack him, or any BTRs. Mirages are moving up. Oh, right into the enemy AA lines. He was doing strafing runs with them, it seems, with a little autocannon trying to take out the book. They did, but he did lose the Mirages, yo. Very interesting use of an interceptor. Very interesting indeed, trying to take down a buck. Oh, these tanks are getting completely stunned, yo, by a complete mortar fire, and yeah, he wants to get him out of, yeah. Oh, no, but no, he's not getting him out, he's pushing him up. And the TR-55 is going to engage with its cannons. It's probably not going to do too much, yo. Yeah, it's asking to get bombed, there's not much AA support. Just managed to capture Zero, and Abrams are just moving up. Here comes a T-72B on the flank. He's in a face to Raw Gym. And an Mi-28 Havoc. This could probably be all it needs to end this little assault. Oh yeah, there goes run. Ooh, direct hit by Havoc, but not complete kill on the Abrams. Black Turgidson is moving some VDVs round to flank it. Probably try to get in one of these zones or shoot these Starships, some AMXs from the side. Here goes the last Abrams. Oh, some BMPTs from Sikkesakke. I'm sorry, I'm probably saying your name completely wrong. Sikkesakke. Oh, is that the way I say it? Yeah, apologies. Safaris are burning. Oh, we have a little flamethrower engagement here. We're quite interested with Centurion support. Seems like they really like the Centurions. Pretty good tanks as they are, quite cheap, but they're very slow. Very slow. Thus British people, the Brits aren't very good at making fast things. Always being slow and steady wins the race. Down here we have some Yak Commandos, and it's been pretty much stalemated, very neutral. That seem. The Keule is going for a little bit of a shooty. And Untitled still holds his hill with a crap ton of infantry. Oh, not a complete crap ton. He has some Australian squad, some Spetsnaz and Iglas. But it does quite a lot of carriers and AA. Up north we have an Mi-28 engaging these Leopard 2s, and yeah, they're going to go down quite fast. Canadian rifles, here they go. More mortars as well. There's just a lot of Centurions, and he keeps moving them up, but they're going to keep getting shot down. Oh, actually maybe not. The Mi-28 is pretty low in ammo, as you can see. Already used up almost all of its 16 ATGM rockets, which are pretty killer ATGM rockets, I have to say. And Airborne is still holding this little part of the hill here with his Starships and AMXs. Oh, MiG-31 is getting shot by the Pivadgen. Did a Pivadge just actually shoot down a plane? Wow! Bro, I actually don't see that much. These units are usually regarded as quite crap. But our man has completely messed up that MiG-31 oh so fast. Wow, you learn something new every day. Maybe these guys don't suck as much as I was to believe. Oh, they're gonna be engaged in Hind now. Come on, stop. Is they gonna, not Hind, the Havoc. Is it gonna knock it out, yo? Stunning it a little bit. No, yeah, it's stunned, and now it's starting to lose quite a bit of HP. But yeah, it's gonna try to mosey array. But it could be close. This could be very close. Yeah, the Havoc does get array, barely. Yeah, these pivots doing a great job. And they're engaged on the BTRs now. Just the hearing of that minigun fire just brings a smile to my face, I have to say. More strictly up, moving up into his forest, probably try to get the close range engagement and ambush on these tanks. These tanks do have auto cannons, you have to remember, it's mess up infantry. But he's most directly does manage to get 2 shots on the AMXs and stuns it a wee bit. And there it goes, Seems like he's gonna have to fall back to threat for everyone as he's getting pushed off that hill quite rapidly. Or the Centaurians are kind of doing a bit of skirmishing back and forth, and these governments are still alive? Wow, I thought they died a long time ago, I wasn't paying attention, but wow. He could definitely use a resupply, Namio, definitely. Also more mortar players, wow, there's so many mortars everywhere, to be honest. SU-25, yo, trying to engage a Chimera, knocking off a few. The SU-25 does manage to knock out a Chimera with only 2 rockets. The first one probably hit it right on the front, and the second one right on top, and bam, yeah, it gun. That's gonna be a pretty hard hit play, because you can only get 4 of them. You can only get 4 of him as counter as max 3 if you get them veteraned. And seems like Keule is bringing up some more infantry, some Canadian rifles this time, but these SU-25s aren't going to have any of that, and they are engaged in these helicopters. And here comes Yadat, he manages to take out an ADAT with the SU-25. Row, but the other ADAT does get the kill and avenges his little buddy. That was a very good SU-25T run. Absolutely brilliant plane, absolutely brilliant ground attack plane. When used correctly. Which is when there's not much A. All our mortars again, as usual. Bang. Seems like everyone and their mother in this match owns a mortar. Quite a lot of concourse here as well, out in the open from Buck Turgidson. And yeah, they're just gonna keep getting, artied. He's gonna move back as ADAT. Here comes another Chimera. Moving right into the artillery fire. Gets a little bit stunned, but he is fine. G de Combat, or Genie de Combat. It's a very Quebecan name, it seems. I believe, yeah, it has to be. It's French. Or Quebec. Right, they speak French, but they're from Quebec, so I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, they're holding this forest quite well here. And yeah, these Spartans are slowly but surely picking off these Canadian rifles. Down here, some Jaegers, some 2 for airborne. He's been very aggressive on this hill, very aggressive. And even got some cannon panzers to like Jaeger 2s with a little cannon on top. Very interesting unit. It only costs 15 points, and not too bad. And he has quite a lot of him actually, like 9. Yeah, 9. I can count. And he's gonna get a bit of a flank here on all his infantry, and he looks like he's gonna move up into his little forest and try to knock out the BRDM. And there seems to be no more T-72 cap vehicle in here anymore, so that's gonna neutralise the point, and that's gonna give NATO some points that they desperately need. They are definitely not in the lead this match. Yeah. Oh no! He's moved the BRDM 2 back. That was quite lucky, I have to say. Unless it gets shot at. Nope, it gets out of there barely. The Nonas are moving up, yo, using its, I think that's a bit unintentional, but echoes the Nona. Oh, here comes the Norravs, yo. Norravs are very, very good fast cavalry tanks. His crowning panzers are gonna get killed, yo, and PACT does manage to retake the point, and oh, here comes a lot of artillery on the BRDM2. And it kind of hits everything but the BRDM2, yo. Bit of a uncorrected shot, it seems. Oh, some tourists, yo, are gonna be engaging, or just engaging on T-55s. They're gonna do that, yo. Oh no. Very close, I'm very close. I'm hitting. A lot of mortars as well, hitting the BRDM2, and they finally knock it out. That's very good for NATO. Down here, oh, we have a tank push. We have a tank push with BMP 685s, which are also another cavalry tank. They're very fast, they're quite nice. T-82s, T-72s, and Tunguska support. He does manage to take out the cat vehicle in Lima. No more reinforcements from Lima, and they're going to spawn all the way from either up here or from up here. But I don't know if this will be enough to stop his force. He does have M1A1 Abrams and yeah, he does have like 3 M1A1 Abrams and some Leopard C runs and Chimera. That might be enough to push him back. Because yeah, I think PACT's out of ATGMs. Well, not T80, but yeah, these guys don't have ATGMs actually. And they're running pretty. This guy's running low on ammo, and yeah. Bit of a skirmish back and forth. Now what PACT will want to do is really quickly capture Lima so they can start pulling units from behind here and get some flanking shots. And if they capture Lima, I think they pretty much win. That's a very hard spot to retake, especially from NATO. Oh, he's moving up his Jag Commando's top spin, probably get some flanking. So T-64 is out of ammo, as you can see, so it can't really use its cannon, because it's out of ammo. But he's using its machine gun to take out the Ad Commandos. And this M1 Abrams is selling, completely selling. Those guys here, KA-50 Keule coming in with a fresh batch of ATGM rockets, only 2 to be exact. But the ATGM rocket does fire really far, like 3,150 meters, which can outrange some AA, which makes the Keule quite nice. Back in town, yo, bit of an infantry push again with the Jaegers and mortars. Surprise, surprise. But these GND combats did get spotted. And they're gonna slowly die, it seems, from well, you guessed it, mortars. Down here, oh, Buck Turgidson is helping out an entitled, it seems, and he is moving up his T-72 cap vehicle to Lima. Now, oh, if they secure us, this is going to be bad news for NATO. Very, very bad news for NATO. Oh, they got it. Yeah, they got it. And see, they're bringing out BTRs right off the bat to try and deal with everything in here. They're probably going to unload it instantly as well. Marauder 2 is out of ammo, almost out of ammo. Also got some ZSUs. Probably going to try and use it like a Afghansky. It's very much like an Afghansky. Yeah, CSUs or the Afghans, yeah, kind of can. Bang, bang, bang. And here comes a TATU, probably going to try and engage Abrams and take out the rest last. Oh no, it's not an Abrams anymore. There's only SCRV, or Swedish tank holding the line left. And is that going to kill it? If the TAT could hit it, yeah, it is. Yeah, it goes, and oof. Yeah, PACT has definitely secured Lima. Very good push, yeah. I think an aggressive play off the bat, helping him capture this, was a very good staging point, so he can actually move into Lima. As usual, Because usually if you only hold Golf, you have to cross through this bridge. And then there's a crap ton of ATGMs here, tanks here, you just get shot. Because you're on this very narrow pathway. And you're on the bottom end of a hill. So PACT is going to be raking in the points now, absolutely raking in the points, and they already have pretty much a huge point advantage. NATO is going to have to do something big to really bring themselves back. Turgidson is going to be moving up, it seems. So Commandos are the last remnants of the forces here, using their last ATGM rocket to completely miss the TATU. Oh, we do have some flanking forces here. They are definitely keeping up the momentum, PACT, especially Sikkesakke and Turgidson, who are really frontlining this force back into the back line of the NATO front line, taking out some of these last twos, and oof, they're probably going to take out CV as well. Oof. I'm very glad that it doesn't just keep that Lima point, because that is a great point to also stab at the side of the NATO offensive. Because you can stab right into Keule and get the main air corridor, the only air corridor. And you can take India and stop them spawning from Foxtrot. So NATO's going to have a lot of trouble now, as you can see. They're bringing in a crap ton of Gazelle Hodge to deal with this huge tank bus. Not huge, but a little skirmish actually. And, oh, seems like Topspin has surrendered, and looks like it's going to be GG. Maybe that was a rage crit, I do not know. Yeah, but PACT has definitely brought this in, so let's just speed this up a little bit. Gazelle's moving in, artillery being dropped down. Oof, some Gazelle's hot as well from Too Fat for Airborne. Let's get props up for Keule and Fat for Airborne sticking in the match. 70% of the points, yeah. And, yeah, PACT is really bringing in the points. Directly going into his forest. Yeah. And they're probably going to try to capture India now as well. 80% of points, yeah. Oh, we do have a little bit of a starship push here by Too Fat for Airborne, but they get completely knocked down. Didn't really have that for him. Too Fat for Airborne surrenders, and that's the end of that. GG, and yeah, it's a really high level match. Some very high level play, very back and forth, but PACT did a brilliant job down south, managing to take Lima, and that really secured them the match. They're already running slowly but surely, but that really secured it. So yeah, great play from all sides, yeah. Very good play, lots of mortars. And yeah, so that is me done for the day. Hope you enjoyed the replay, and I'll catch you guys another time. Ta-ta!